Composing Gloves here, and today we're checking out the AI Composer in your DAW, Orb Composer. We've actually looked at the standalone version. They've upgraded to plugin formats, and this is a very welcome change. Now you do not have to go to a separate engine in order to use your AI composition tool. And so you need to load up chords first. And the reason is it sends this chord information to the other four. So if we look in here, you see there's 4 of them now. And when we load it up by default, it already generates something for us. And I'm going to go ahead and hook it up to DAW. So what that means is when I push play, it'll play in the DAW. This is what it's got so far. And what we could do is we could hit this orb and it's going to change these parameters. So we could just hit orb. It's going to make them different. And let's see if we can't get something cool rolling. And let's go for something like in the 100 BPM range-ish. Now, also, we could turn 1/2 of them off and just screw with the bottom half of the parameters. Let's go ahead and see the other way. Sure, let's run with that. Now we could choose different chords. So for example, if I come up here and hit this, it says randomize all chords, and it's going to just pick different chord progressions. So we have all these chord progressions, a whole bunch. But basically you can hit this to randomize them. And then they've also added a synth section, which I'm actually pretty stoked about. So they've got, it's actually kind of impressive what they've added here. So they've got basically a 2 wavetable synthesizer. You've got your modulators, filters, modulation matrix, and some effects. So really cool. And their presets are also really well thought out as well. So you have your different presets. Let's just go through some of these. Oh, I like that one. Cool, let's run with that one. Now let's load up the next one. We're gonna load up an Orb melody. Why not? Show me the melody, man. Give it a sec. There we go. I'm making some like old sounding stuff here. Let's I don't like that melody though. Let's try something different. Not digging the melodies we're getting. Oh, okay, here we go. Something a little more laid back. Where is the complexity? I should probably make sure that's down. Oh, you know what? Density too. That's kind of nice. So we'll go with that. Now I want to show you that you can add a theme. So for example, this is our first theme. I can add a second one. and we could give it some different chords. And a second theme also gets added over here, so they talk to each other and know about each other. Oh, that's way cooler than that. Now, something I tried doing, and you probably would expect this to work, but currently I don't know if it's just not possible. You cannot change this MIDI. I cannot come in here and change it. So, and I imagine the reason for this is these things all talk to each other and are using the chord and MIDI information. So changing that would cause problems, I assume. So that's probably why we're not able to change it. But let's go ahead and let's take this, and let me just show you. You can actually take this and drag it into your own synth. Super easy. You just grab the MIDI and bam, there it is. All right, cool. So what we're going to do now is let's go ahead and toss in an orb bass. This is actually way cooler than the Orb Composer in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but to me, I'm like, this is way doper than the standalone thing. This is something I'll actually grab and use quite a bit more than the opening up a whole separate program. We've got just our, what are they playing? Just root notes. And then let's go ahead and let's just see what else you got. I like this one. What other sounds we got? Let's grab this MIDI and layer it in with another bass. We'll use Harmer again. I'm just a Harmer kind of a person. Now they need one for drums, man. Okay, so there's one more. I don't even think we need it, but let's go ahead. Let's toss it in. We have the Orb arpeggios. I kind of did the arpeggios myself. I mean, that's the idea. Is this wouldn't make the whole thing for you. It would, I mean, ideally it could, and you really could try and go with that, but you're going to add things. Let's take away the 2 synths that I added. Let's just hear what this has to bring to the table. Oh. Oh, I really like that. Let's come into the synth though on that one and look at the filter. And then right there, let's see what would happen if we take these chords and put them in something that's just got a big, spacious sound. That sounds good. Does the synth sound, the arpeggios sounds like something's wrong. There it goes. It sounded weird before. Well, geez, we gotta toss some drums on this now. We'll just go with a loop or something. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? All right, so I have our drums. And I think in order to just sort of make a nice little intro, I think we should do some filtering and things and open it up. So I'm going to send each of these. It's kind of weird not seeing the MIDI here. It's hard to tell that they're doing things. And why am I doing this the slowest way possible? Okay, we're going to select these, hit Control L. There we go. And in the beginning, let's hear. Let's have a filter on, this is chords, chords. Does this sound like just that? Okay, we're gonna make this unique. We're gonna come into this. We're gonna get rid of this. By the way, this would not work having the DAW linked to playback on them like this later. We would have to send the MIDI to it directly, but because I'm only using the one loop, it's going to be fine for this. And then what is oh, it's of course I have the bass. We don't want that quite yet. Actually, we'll bring that in via a filter. So let's go over to the bass. We will add a fast low pass. Give me that fast low pass. There we go. We're going to automate you up, bring you up, and then keep you up. And then on this one, I want a parametric equalizer, and I don't know if I have a preset for this. Do we have a bandpass preset? I need to make one. Let's go ahead and just bring these down. And we are going to open them up. We're going to automate this. We're going to automate this. And this one we want to move wrong way down. And this one we want to move up. Bring this down. That sounds way too sudden. That's actually pretty cool without anything else. But let's go ahead. Let's work the rest in just for the sake of having it all come in at once. Oh, that's true too. We could have it come in just before and it'd be kind of like a pickup note, like a fake pickup note. Can I automate these? No, I cannot. I'm going to use a fruity balance for this because I don't like automating my faders. So let's go ahead, let's take this, and we're going to just put a dot right there-ish and bring this down, bring this over. We'll probably need to EQ this a bit too, but whatever. Maybe fade it in. Why did it start in a different spot? Oh, it's because it's relative to where I'm pushing the playback. That's why. Oh, yeah. So it's hard to tell if it started at the beginning because of the way we're playing back. That makes a lot of sense now. I'm going to go with the fade in. The fade in probably be the nicest way. And that is screaming for a low pass as well. We're just going to use the fast low pass. This is a plugin, by the way, that I don't believe is on the list by default. You have to go into more plugins and add it, but it comes with FL. I used to use it on, well, I guess I still do. I use it on an awful lot. And on this one, let's automate the resonance, shall we? Bring it up and down. Right here, okay, I'm picturing it comes like this, and on this section we're going to keep the melody, we're going to lose the arpeggiation. So let's go ahead, let's do this. The chords play through everything, so we're going to keep the chords. The melody, we'll keep the melody, we've already automated it. The bass, we will take the bass and give it to itself. Here you go. And we're going to take it off of the DAW command, and we're going to do the same thing for the arpeggios. Oh, arpeggios are already off DAW. Have we been hearing them? Oh, it turns them off. When you hit DAW, it turns the DAW off on everything. All right. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Sure, why not? All right, what we're going to do is take this bass, we're going to put it on its own pattern, bass pattern, and the bass is going to come coming right there, and then we'll go to our another pattern, and we'll give this pattern the chords. I kind of liked, ooh man, I've got ideas. We're going to take the chords, put you there, and then the chords are going the whole time. However, I really liked this not having the chords at the beginning kind of thing. So let's take the chords on, what is it, channel 5, and let's put a fast low pass on that. We're just going to fast low pass the crap out of everything. We're just going to open this up. We're just going to low pass this. We're just going to bring it in over time. Have match up musically. And then we need our melody. I feel like this should continue for 2 and then come in. We're just going to sort of push the issue. So let's grab our arpeggio. Actually, you know what? We'll bring the arpeggio in, then we'll bring the melody in. Why not? Yeah, let's do that. So let's go. We need to go to the MIDI side to get the MIDI. Drag the MIDI in. Blop, 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 bleep, bloop, plop. And we'll put the MIDI right there. We say, hey, you know, this is cool and all. Let's add this over here. And also for the MIDI, let's grab the Orb Arpeggios MIDI automation. And we'll just move that over. And finally, we need our melody, our melody. And we're just going to drag that over, grab the melody, and put it in here. Whoop, there we go. Good job. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm going crazy. Okay, so that's the sub bass. main contact, orb, melody, volume, which I guess it doesn't matter since it comes in right there anyways, but what the heck, we'll move it just to be consistent. We'll put it just before for funsies. All right, made a couple more adjustments, took this part off here just because it sounded super abrupt. This is still kind of abrupt, and I think it would be really cool to have the melody continue, of course, but this is where we're going to stop. Here's the preview, AI composed thing, a drum loop, along with some automation and a couple more sounds added as we went. So let's go ahead and hear it. So hopefully now you've got a pretty good idea of what these plugins are capable of. They are a substantial improvement, in my opinion, as far as usability goes, and just the synth side is really, really cool. Like, I'm actually using it to make the sounds. It's just a lot more inspiring of a tool to work with now than it was before. And yeah, you saw you can make something really fast. You get some good ideas going. I think we've got several really good ideas. We just have to go ahead and just sort of put that final human touch on them and shape them, make them into a proper track. Work the melody in a little bit better. I really like this intro developing part too, and especially when the drums come in, man, that's this moment right here to here is like, I like that. Just work this in, add a couple more sounds and whatnot. If you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe and have a blessed day. Wow.